All right, we're recording. Okay, so for tonight's training, we are talking about hostess coaching, which is actually really good timing and perfect for you because you're planning your launch party. Now that you've already done your pop the box, you're going to plan your launch party and your encore party, and you want to make sure that it's successful, right? Like you don't want to just plan this party and then have nobody show up, right? Yeah. So it's the same thing with our hostesses. When they book a party with us, they want it to be successful. They don't want to, plan this whole thing and then nobody shows up. Right? Or everybody shows up, but nobody shops, right? So the way to make sure that your party is successful, whether you're hosting it yourself or you have a hostess who's hosting it, is to party plan, okay? So the hostess coaching, party planning, it's the same thing, two different phrases for, the exact same thing. But this is party planning, and it's done with your hostess, because your hostess doesn't know the best way to plan her party. We do as a consultant. Like, this is our job. They're not doing this all day, every day, or all the time like we are, right? So it's our job to help her, do the steps that are going to lead to a successful party and walk her through that. A lot of times, what you can say is, as soon as that hostess books that party, let her know, like, we're in business together. You are and I are in business together. We're working together to make your party successful. You want a crazy free shopping spree. I want to pay my bills. So we can make this happen by working together, right? And most people, they're like, yeah, this sounds great. Nobody said like, oh no, you're trying to make money. They know this is your job, right? They know you're doing this to make money. So, don't shy away from that. And you can do it with a smile, do it candidly, but we are business partners together now. We're going to work together to make this successful. So we do that by hostess coaching, party planning. Okay. So there are a few different elements to hostess coaching that you want to, make sure that you're hitting. And if you make sure that you hit all of these bullet points, you're going to make sure that you're successfully hostess coaching, and that you can, have a great party. So the first thing is that it starts in the shopping room, at the initial booking. So if she books outside of a party, the hostess coaching starts right then and there. You have a date on the calendar, boom, you start your hostess coaching. And that's really just by managing her expectations and getting her excited. Because if you wait too long to follow up and touch base with her after you book that party, she's lost that excitement. It's, maybe she suddenly remembers that, she has something more important to do that day, so, but if you're like, yes, I'm so excited, we're gonna do this, we're gonna get a crazy shopping spree for you, she's gonna be excited about it. So, but manage her expectations, and this is basically just letting her know the ways to kind of make her party successful. So let her know, no men, no kids anywhere on the premises. I tell them this several times. No men, no kids, not, anywhere on the premises. They can't be in a separate room. They can't be hiding in the closet. They can't be hiding under the bed. I don't care if they're gay, straight, bi, 17 and a half, they cannot be on the premises. So you just let her know so that there's no confusion, because you will still get that hostess who you've told her repeatedly, no men, no kids, and she still has her baby there. I don't know why they think babies are not kids, but, so just, do everything you can to let her know, no men, no kids, no men, no kids. And to let her guests know, too, because I've also had people show up to the party with their babies.
What do you do in those situations?
I tell them, I'm like, your baby can't be here. I can't do the party if your child is here. And it's really awkward and uncomfortable for both of us, but them's the rules, and you can blame it on corporate if if it makes you uncomfortable to, you can just be like, it's a corporate policy. That's, because it is a corporate policy. But you can also let them know too, it's a legal issue also, because exposing minors to products that are sexual in nature could be sexual abuse, and you can tell them this, and if they try to push it, and you just be like, I really don't want CPS knocking on my door. I mean, you might be okay with CPS knocking on your door, but this is my career and I don't want to risk my job, because you want to have your baby here while we're playing with dildos. And the same with, the men policy. Every now and then you're going to get somebody who really is like, why can't my man be there? Okay, well, if you want your man to be there, we can do a private couples consultation, but during the party, It's a corporate policy. We are a company that focuses on empowering and educating women about their bodies and their sexual health and their pleasure. You know, we want to create a safe space where women can talk about things that matter to them without men dominating the conversation. Because there's already enough stuff in this world for men.
Yeah.
You know, it's really important that we have a safe space just for women. And usually when you explain it that way, they're like, oh yeah, cool, that makes sense. If they still continue to push it, you can, you know, bring up the fact that in some states, it's considered prostitution just to hold a toy in your hand in front of a man. True story. This is a true story.
What?
Yep. And I'm like, I am all for prostitution. Like, you do you, boo, but I do not want to get arrested for that tonight. Thank you very much. And pretty much after that, that's when they really drop it. So, you know, there are reasons for these rules. Like, you know, we didn't just make this up because we hate men and babies. You know,
Yeah.
There are reasons for this. So just let her know, no men, no kids, and let her guests know, no men, no kids. You know, and you can make it funny. You don't have to be like, you cannot have a man in your house during the party. Don't bring your, you know, like, make it fun. And most people get it. So,
Have you done one-on-ones with couples?
oh yeah, I do them. Yeah, I do them pretty frequently. You know, and it's just like an open house, which, so again, when you read your incentive requirements guide, it has all the breakdown, the details of what an open house is, what you can and cannot do, what you can and cannot show, and you know how that differs from a party. But the main difference between an open house and a party is that an open house, you're not going to have any toys out. It's just the bath beauty products, foreplay, lingerie. You're not doing a demonstration, and you're not playing any games. So it's literally, here is my demo, help yourself. I call it a choose your own adventure setup, so you can come and touch, taste, and smell anything you want. I'm here to answer questions. Here's some catalogs. Have fun. And then you just sit there and look pretty, and you wait for them to ask you questions if they have questions. And then you still do private shopping. You can have toys in the private shopping room for them to look at if they want to see any of the toys. But that's all done in the shopping room.
Okay.
So a private couples consultation is going to be set up very similar to that. You know, just the you know, bath beauty, foreplay, lingerie. But since it's just them, you're already in that like private shopping room setting. So you can have the toys out, but you're not demonstrating anything. It's just there. They can pick stuff up, they can touch it, they can turn it on, they can press the buttons, they can sniff things, lick things, whatever. You're just there to answer questions and help guide their decisions. So, and then they can shop. And those tend to be really popular. Like Crystal, who's on our team, she's a leading lady. She is like the queen of one-on-ones. She is really good at booking one-on-ones and having successful one-on-ones. And it's a great option for anybody who just, they can't do a party, they don't want to do a party, you know, they don't have friends to do a party, you know, but you still want to give them that personal experience. Say, hey, no problem. Like, let me come over for a free one-on-one consultation. I'll bring my stuff. You can look at everything, and you get to try before you buy. That way you know what scents and flavors you like. And I've actually started doing this for any time somebody is either new to our products, or they want to see something new that we've just launched. You know, and if a party just doesn't work for them, I say, that is no problem. You know, I think you would really enjoy seeing the products in person. Why don't I come over sometime? You know, I'll show you everything. You can look at everything, and then you can decide what you want. How's that sound? 99% of the time, they're like, yeah, cool, let's do it. What day? You know? So just getting in front of people. And really, that's what it comes down to. Anytime you can get yourself in front of people, like, that's always going to be your best success. You know, get out from behind the computer, get out from Facebook, get in front of people, because that interaction is going to build the connection. And when people feel connected to you, they trust you, they want to do business with you. So, yeah, wow, we totally got off on a tangent there. So, yeah, so no men, no kids. Let her know to over-invite. A lot of times your hostess maybe only wants a small intimate party. She only wants her 5 favorite friends there. So what she does is she only invites 5 friends. And you know how many people show up? 0.5. Not even a whole friend shows up. Okay. So the thing of it is, statistically, half of the people you invite are going to say, yeah, I'll be there. And then a third of those people will actually show up. So you're not even getting like a full 50% people showing up to your party out of the people that you invite. So what I always tell them, I'm like, we want to invite at least 30 to 40 people. And sometimes she'll be like, whoa, 30 to 40 people. I'm like, I know, it sounds crazy. Don't worry. That many people will not show up. I promise you, you are not going to have 40 people sitting in your living room. And if you do, hey, even better. Okay?
Right.
Probably not going to have 40 people showing up at your house. So the reason we're inviting 40 people is because you're going to get 20 of them that say, yeah, I'll be there. And 10 of them, 7 to 10 of them will actually show up. So if we want a good head count of about 7 to 10 people, we need to invite 40. I know it sounds crazy, but that's just the way it works out. So let's do that. And so I will actually help her build her guest list. Let me see here if I have that on here. Yeah, so I will actually help her build her guest list, because I used to just be like, here's this worksheet, fill it out and send it to me when you're done, and it would never get done. And I would be like, why are these women not filling out their guest list? Do they not want free products? It's just too much work, right? Like if it feels like work, they're not going to do it. And filling out a worksheet that says 40 guests in 4 minutes, that feels like work. You know, she doesn't want to do that. So I've just started doing it with them. That way, 1, I make sure it gets done, and 2, it's less of a daunting task for her. You know, it's just we're having a conversation. So I will either call her or I will do this over text message or Facebook message. And the format I use, it's romance, and each letter stands for something. So R is relatives, O is occupation, so like your coworkers, M is mates, so like your friends, A is acquaintances, N is not local, so anybody who's not local to the area. C is children, so anybody you know through your kids, and E is electronic or everyone else, so people you know on social media or anybody else that you just want to add. So when I hostess coach, right? So we got the date booked. I send them my hostess survey, which is basically the party kickoff form. We'll talk about that in a second. We'll get to that. It's the party kickoff form, but I turned it into a survey on Google Forms, so I just send it to them electronically. And that way it gets stored in my email, and I have all their answers right there. And I'll leave it. It's awesome. So I send them that. Once I get that back, I tell them once I get that back, that secures your date. You know, that confirms that your party is happening on that day. And then I say, okay, now we're going to take a few minutes to build your guest list. Super easy. I'm going to walk you through it. Sound good? They're all like, yeah, that's fine. So I say, okay, I'm going to give you a few different categories, one at a time. I want you to write down 5 different names. Okay, so no double dipping, right? They can only be in one category. 5 different names for each category, okay? Right, so that's pretty easy. So then I just go down the list. I'm like, okay, first category, anybody that you're related to, any women you're related to, aunts, cousins, sisters, grandma, mom, in-laws, you know, sisters from another mister, like 5 women that you're related to, go. Okay, and then I just do that. I go down each category. So I give them one category at a time. By the end, they're like, oh my God, how did I know so many women? You know, so it really does help. And then I give them the wording to invite their friends. So it's not enough to just drop them all in a Facebook event, because nobody sees that, or they do, they just don't feel, it doesn't feel personal, right? But doesn't it feel more personal if somebody sends you a message with your name and says, you know, hey Tiffany, I'm having this super fun party, you know, on Halloween. It's gonna be so much fun. I think you're gonna love it. I'm gonna add you to the event. Can you just RSVP going? Even if you're not sure you can make it, just click going anyway, because my consultant is gonna give a free gift to the first 10 people who RSVP going. Right? Doesn't that sound much better than just getting dropped into an event with 680 million of her other closest friends?
Yeah.
Right? So that's what I do. And I tell them, I give them the wording, because they're going to screw it up. It's just, they're not going to say it the way I want them to say it. And I'm consulting. So I'm like, here, copy and paste this in an individual private message to your friends. Do not group message them. People hate that. Don't do it. Your friends will all hate you. And I say that, you know, jokingly with an emoji, a smiley emoji. And then I say, don't add them to the Facebook event until they've responded to your message. Once they've responded, then you can put them in the Facebook event. And so that way they're seeing it, they're saying, yes, add me, they're getting added. So I know these people feel like, yes, I'm getting like a personal message. This is so nice. You know, Yeah, so over inviting is big.
Now, what do you do if someone doesn't have Facebook?
Then we do it either through text message
Or calling?
Yeah, call phones. Yeah. Yeah, did you know these tiny machines, they make phone calls? Isn't that crazy? They're more than just tiny little computers in your hands. Like,
what?
it makes noise. It plays a song, and you press the button, and like a voice comes out, and it's crazy. But see, you laugh because there are so many girls. I would say like 90% of consultants, they're just like, I'm so afraid to make a phone call, me included. I don't know why I'm afraid. I think it's gonna melt my face or something when I but it's not. It's really silly. We have this fear. So anyway, yeah, phone calls are an option. Email, and I will show you the media center. We did our virtual tour, right? You and me of the COO?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, I thought we did. So the media center, I think I don't remember if I showed you the media center and like the virtual invites.
I don't think you did.
Okay, I will show you those because they are so amazing and I love them. And you have access to them for free for 90 days. And then after that, if you decide you want to keep it, it's $15 a month, which is so worth it in my opinion. I love it. So yeah, phone, text message, Facebook message, email, personal hard copy invitation, like you can get those under business supplies on the COO. In person, like carrier pigeon, like however they want to send, an invite. And multiple methods are going to be best because not everybody gets the Facebook invite. Not everybody gets the text message. Not everybody gets the email. So letting your hostess know we want to invite at least 40 people and we want to invite them at least 3 different ways, because we want to make sure that people show up to your party and are ready to shop and that it's tons of fun. So, and then the other thing about managing her expectations, let her know that she can keep snacks and decorations simple. Sometimes you get, Sally super hostess. Like one of my recent hostesses last week, I mean, she went all out. She had like 10 different cheese platters and a witch's brew cauldron punch with dry ice so the smoke was coming out of it. And she put little like fingers into cupcakes and like she had bats all over. She legit got chocolate covered grasshoppers and crickets, like actual bugs for people to eat. I mean, she just went all out, right? And, maybe you have Sally Simple hostess who's like, I can't do all that. Like, what? She must be out of her mind. Let her know. She does not have to go all crazy. Like, simple is best. She can go crazy if she wants to, but simple, like your friends are not there for the decorations. They're not there for the food, right? They're there to play with some fun sex toys, right? And shop. Okay. So just let her know, like, simple is best. Do you do Pinterest?
Yeah.
Okay, so I suggest going to corporate's Pinterest page and just replicating every single board that they have because they have all the themes. Like, I'll show you because I did this. I made my own. Okay, let me share my screen again. Okay, so how do I go to? Oh, this is in my way. Always in my way. Come on. All right, so all of my boards are meant to help my hostesses party plan. So if they want to do a theme, great. If they don't want to, that's fine too. But you can still offer suggestions. So I have these boards with different ideas that have recipes and decorations, and it's simple and fun and cute stuff. So like I have 50 Shades themed stuff, bachelorette party, back on the market, birthday party, bonfire bash, brunch.
Did you say back on the market?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So like they just got a divorce type deal?
Yeah. Breakup party, right? Let's celebrate that. You're sexy and single again. Right. There's some really cool stuff like for those parties too. Like they're really fun. Just a simple girls' night in, right? Grown-up tea party, Halloweeny party, house heating party if they just moved, little black dress, mommy's back to school, sexy in the city, single and fabulous. This is great around Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Whoops. tailgating, wine and chocolate, wine down Wednesday, and then the rest are just like cocktails and snacks and things like that. So, but I put this together, and most of these pins I got from the corporate Pinterest page. So I just save them all.
A pajama party would be fun.
Oh, yeah, you could do a fun, yeah. I have done like a pillows and PJs party, and everybody shows up in PJs. They bring a pillow. They make some like confetti popcorn. It's like a real like girls' night, It's super fun. So, but yeah, so just let them know they can keep drinks and decorations and snacks really simple. They don't have to go crazy. If they need ideas, boom, here you go. Here's some ideas. So yeah, so just let them know, and that way, it gets them more excited, especially the girls who get nervous thinking about like, oh, I have to plan all this crazy stuff. No, just like one salty snack, one sweet snack, one hard beverage, one soft beverage, chips and I don't know, what's something sweet, brownies, cookies and pretzels, and then do like a punch and a wine or a sangria and a soda, like, so that way it's simple. You're hitting all the points, like, good to go. So she doesn't have to go all out. So that all happens like in the shopping room, right? As soon as the party books, boom, no men, no kids. I'm super excited. We're going to invite 40 people, keeps, drinks and snacks light. I'll call you in like 48 hours and we'll get started. All right, super easy. So, so that's the first element of hostess coaching. It has to start in the shopping room or at the initial booking. Also, you want to find out her why, right? So most women, I would say, okay, I'm going to say every single woman that books a party, their first top reason is because it's fun, right? They had a great time. It was so much fun. They want to experience it again, and they want to share that with their friends. Okay, but then after that, her why is going to be, each woman's why is going to be different. Some women, their why is to get a ton of free products because they just really like free stuff. And who doesn't, Some women, their why is because they're considering the opportunity and they want to see what their friends are going to think. They need that extra support, that validation to say, yes, this is a good choice. So they'll book a party to get their friends' opinions about it. Some, they're just doing it to help the hostess. So if you have some sort of bonuses for the current hostess when she books a certain number of parties at her party, some girls will book a party just to help her get that bonus. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So there's just different reasons that women are going to book a party with you. And once you understand what her reason is for having a party with you, you can cater to that and keep her on track with that. You can remind her that whenever, whenever you're reaching out and having your party planning calls with her. Remind her like, oh, like we want to over invite because, that's going to get you the most free products, or, oh, we want to, I don't know, you want to make sure that you're, this date works for you, because when it holds on the original date, Sally hostess is going to get a bonus, from your party, so just touching base and making sure you refer back to that each time, because if her why is not free product and all you're talking about is the free product, she doesn't care. Like, that's not why she booked her party, So just knowing that will help you stay connected with that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, and you want to also make sure you're touching base with her at least 3 times. At least 3 times, right? I'd say the more, the better. And there's you can touch base with her like phone, call, text message, email, Facebook message, whatever, before her party. Just, it's just you're offering periodic check-ins with her. They're party planning tips that are going to help her plan her party, because what you'll find is if you book a party and then you don't talk to her for the next 4 weeks until her party comes up, maybe she forgot, maybe, she doesn't have anybody coming and she didn't know how to invite people, she's, maybe she's freaking out because she doesn't have anything, decorations, like whatever, right? And then you get to the party and nobody's there. She forgot. Now you don't have a party. You just showed up to her house. She wasn't expecting you, like, so it's really important, like, stay in touch with her, like, help her plan her party. Like, again, this is like you guys are in business together. Help her plan her party. Have you heard of the app Wunderlist?
No.
It's amazing. So, whoops, I'm going to show it to you on my, oh, no, stop doing that thing. Okay, so this is Wunderlist. Whoops, can you see it? No? Oh, there we go. This one here with the little star, Wunderlist.
Okay.
Wunderlist. And you can make different lists, like checklists. Can you see this? No, whatever. There. Oh, there we go. We'll just turn at an angle. There, you see the different lists?
Yeah.
Maybe if I turn my brightness down. Does that help? No. Oh,
yes.
There we go. Yeah. So there's different lists. And I have a hostess coaching list. You see that there?
Mm-hmm.
So, and on there, I just number them because I keep a checklist. Because my checklist all goes in here. I just have a little folder. This is my hostess coaching checklist folder. And these are the items. Whoops. Okay, here we go. All apart here. Get out of my way. Right. I don't know if you can see these. So I have different items on there. They're just different things that I have to break it down into super small bits and pieces because otherwise it just will not get done. You may not have to break your coaching down into like that. You might be able to just have one big thing and know what it is and just be able to do it. I am not that way. Do what works for you, But each of those course, like I have different where is it? Okay. Like here where it says HC2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's hostess coaching 2. Hostess coaching message 2. So when I go on my list, why is this all bright and crazy again? Come on now. Make it super dark. So when I go into my list and they're all numbered, I know which one I'm sending her. Okay. And basically they're all just copy and paste, right? I just replace where it says hostess with her name and I just copy and paste and send it to her, right? And I just go down the list and they're all spaced out. So I know how to when to touch base with her. So I'm messaging her 6 times at least before her party. And I'll do it like every couple of days, just a quick tip. And I let her know too. So she's not like, oh my God, why is this consultant blowing up my phone? It's like, I let her know. I'm like, I'm just going to be texting you a couple things throughout the weeks, the days leading up to your party. Cause I'm, just some tips. I want to make sure that, your party is successful. So just be on the lookout for those. I'm not trying to spam you. I'm just trying to help you plan a successful party. So she knows, she's never surprised by it. But yeah, so just offer periodic check-ins and again, do what works, for you. Like you might not be a text message girl, maybe you like the phone and you want to call her. So call her. Great. Perfect.
I'm a talker.
Yeah,
I'll be on the phone for an hour.
You right, exactly. And so there is we'll get to the party planning guide in a second here. But there is actually we'll do it right now. We'll do it. So there's the party planning guide. Okay, let me share my screen again, which is the most amazing thing. You'll get a paper copy of this in your kit when your kit arrives. Oh no, your kit already is arrived, right? Did you get your kit?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got.
I have it right here.
Yeah. So there's a hard copy of this in your kit. You have the paper version of this. But if you ever lose it or whatever.
Oh yeah, I was already reading it.
Oh yeah. So this has everything. I mean, you're like, what do I need to send to her? Like it tells you when to do what and what to say, and it has it all there for you.
Talk about this, right?
Yep, that's the I think so, yeah. I think so. It should be like the same. It has like hostess coaching and like
yeah, it has like who we are, rewards and recognition, road to map to success, calendar, and party guidelines.
There should be. I thought there was a hard copy that came in the kit. Yeah, that's
different tabs.
Not the one. No, that's not the one. There's like an actual. Maybe they stopped putting it in the kits. I thought they put it in the kits. Maybe not. Maybe I made that up. But yeah, so there's the virtual version, and you can buy a hard copy one under business supplies if you ever want the hard copy of one. So wait, what is this?
Are you sure it's not the one under party guidelines?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
How big is it?
It's just like a little workbook, and it's like a like that big. Because it'll look exactly like this. It'll look like this.
There's this one that's Roadmap to Success, and it has like digital must-haves.
No, that's not it.
Inventory Advantage Program.
No, it'll literally have like this in it, like the first call script. Like it'll look like this. Right. But that's okay. I mean, because it's virtual. So, but this tells you, who to call and or when to call and what to talk about, what to ask her. So that's already done for you. I mean, you can just follow along that, or if you prefer to just kind of wing it, just make sure you hold a little bit to this because, it's there for a reason. It's proven method for success. So, and then be active in her Facebook event. So if she chooses to have a Facebook event, be active in it. Post fun. I like to alternate. So again, my handy dandy checklist that I use. I'm not just posting products. I'm posting funny pictures and funny memes. I'm posting, like bring a friend, get a gift. I'm posting games that are interactive. So I'm starting the fun and basically starting the party before we even get to the party. But I also post stuff about the products too. Yeah, and I have that all organized also. Go ahead.
I was trying to make a general Facebook page, but private.
Like a group? Oh, like a group?
Yeah. And it's not, I don't know. I don't know if it's just that people aren't wanting to get on it or if it's just because I don't know. I thought that if you had a private page, you could still add people or people could like it.
Well, so are you talking about a page or a group? Because they're two different things and they work differently.
I think it's a page.
Okay. So like something you can actually like it, you like the page?
Yeah.
So you can't make those private. You can set it so like only certain age groups see it. So you'll definitely want to make it 18 and up because we don't want minors to see. Right. But if it shows up, see, Facebook's algorithms are really stupid. And basically, they only want people who have paid for their pages to get any sort of traffic. So the best way that you're going to get visibility on your page is if you post on it often, like several times a day, share it to your personal page so people can see it. And you can also invite people to like your page also.
That's my issue with Facebook, though. Because I have a lot of conservative people on my page.
Okay.
Like, I am from a Mennonite community.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just know that I don't want to be posting anything to make anybody uncomfortable.
Sure.
And so I don't want to be putting anything I don't want anything on my personal page.
Right. No, that's
why I wanted something private, but it's not working.
Right. Okay. So yeah. So in that case, you might do better with a private group then.
Okay.
So people can still. So depending on how you have the privacy settings. So there's 3 different levels. You have secret, meaning nobody can find it, nobody can search it. The only way anybody's going to know about it is if you personally invite them into it. And they're the only people that can see it. They're the only people that can see who's in it. Then you have a closed group, which means people can find it in the group or find it if they search for it, and they can see who's in the group, but they can't see what's posted unless they're added to the group. And then you have public, means anybody can find it, anybody can see who's in it, anybody can post in it, anybody can see what's posted. So I would say closed or secret would probably be your best bet if you want to try and keep it, from certain eyes. And you can do that. I'll show you.
It's just I have It's just I have too many people that I respect
Sure.
that I know that it would make them feel uncomfortable, and I don't want to ever do
Yeah.
that to them.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine. I respect that. I mean, the great thing about when you're doing this business right and you're promoting your business the proper way, nothing you post should offend anybody. You know, like I can show you what I post from mine, you know, and if anybody is offended by shave cream and, you know, sexual health facts, then
Yeah.
sadly, you know, they're the ones that need me the most, clearly, you know.
Well,
But I never post.
okay.
I don't try. I don't do raunchy. That's not my style. Some people
Yeah.
that's their style and it works for them. I'm not raunchy. You know, I throw humor in there, but it's always with a bit of, you know, education and like in purpose. So like this is my page. Oops, as soon as it loads. And I also take a lot from the corporate page also. So I mean, you can just, you know, whatever. So like here's what a post I did, right? The lingerie. Like I don't know how that could be, you know, offensive. I did one earlier today, pictures from my hostess's Halloween party from last weekend, right? The one that went all out that I told you. Right? She went all out. It was great.
Couldn't even get it. You couldn't move it.
Whoops, scroll down. I don't like the way this is set up.
Like stuck in.
It's very slow.
Like.
You know, look, a playlist, a Halloween playlist, right? Not offensive. Okay. I posted about the Me Too hashtag that was trending. You know, not offensive. I posted this video. This is a picture. This is a video of a dad who's colorblind, and
I saw that.
Yeah, a consultant did that with her Pure Romance money. Bought him these glasses, right? So I shared that to my business page. Not offensive. You know, so if you're doing it right, nothing should be offensive. You know.
Well, it's like when I'm saying conservative, I'm saying like they are taught like you're not supposed to have any sexual.
You're not supposed to have sex at all, ever. Just all
anything until you're married. Like you're not supposed to have like sex is like anything sexual is bad until you're married.
Mm-hmm.
Like so obviously sex health isn't something that they're going to want to talk about because right. You know we don't.
Right. And I think, you know, and it does come down to how you approach it. Like we have a lot of consultants who are working within conservative communities because it just, you know, it is what it is. People have their values and that's fine. And it helps when you're working with communities like that to let them know that you're coming at it from a perspective of education. You know, you're not promoting, sexual promiscuity. You're not promoting people go out and have a ton of casual sex. You know, you're helping married couples to stay married and, you know, to communicate better and to understand their bodies and their partner's bodies. So that way, you know, 10 years later, they're not getting divorced, you know? And when you approach it from that perspective, a lot of times people, even if they are super conservative, they tend to be a little more open to it. They might not be like, oh yeah, well, I want to know all about it. But they tend to be a little more like, okay, well, I guess that's not so bad, but I still don't want to hear about your shave cream, you know?
Or like, well, you're not married. How do you know about any of this?
Right. And that's fine. I mean, you can't change people's minds. They're going to believe what they want to believe, and that's fine. So
yeah.
To create the group, you are going to go to, actually it was right there. So on your Facebook page, you're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom. And of course, now it's gone. There's like all these buttons. I don't even know what half these buttons are. Oh gosh, where did the groups go? Look here. Well, let's see. I suppose you can do it here. Yeah, so you can click here where it says groups. If you click that, it's going to bring you to like all of your groups and whatever. You see all my keto groups. Create group up at the top. You click that. And you'll have to add at least one person to it before you can create it. So I would just ask, like, don't ever just drop people in your group. People hate that. Like if you, I'm sure you have been added to 15 bajillion groups of a certain company that sells clothing.
Lately it's paparazzi.
Oh God, I can't wear their jewelry. It makes my ears hurt, like their
I
earrings.
know. Well, see, I have my ears gauged, so I can't even wear earrings. I'm not a jewelry person. Like, the only jewelry I have is because my sister was selling it, and I
that's right.
she gave me a set for my birthday, and then I wore that necklace to a wedding, and that's the only time I've ever worn it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got free items for helping her sell that I've never worn.
Right.
So I'm not a jewelry person.
Yeah.
The only things I wear are from the fragrant jewel candles I get.
Oh yeah, those are cool. Yeah.
I just got a new one.
So, but yeah, so like don't just add people to your group. They will hate it and they will hate you. So I never, you will hear me, this is my personal philosophy. Your philosophy may be different, but I will never, ever, ever endorse running contests to add as many people. Like I will never say, oh, I'm giving away a bottle of coochie, add all your friends to my group and you might win. Like I will never do that because I hate it when I get added to groups because the consultant is doing some sort of giveaway. I hate it so much. So I will never run that kind of a contest. Anybody who is in my group has either asked me if they can be added or I have asked them if they would like to be added. So I would send them, and this might be great, great thing for you to do anyway. Like go through your friends list, go through the who do you know list and message people and just say, hey, like I just started this business. I'm creating a private group for anybody who is interested in the products and maybe booking a party someday in the future. Can I add you to this group? Probably they're just going to be so excited that you ask their permission that they're going to be like, yes, please add me to your group. Like you didn't just dump me in there. So yeah, so ask their permission, get a list going of who wants to be in this group and then go and create it and add them so that way you can get it up and running. And that way you can keep it private. If you're worried your conservative people will see it, they won't see it, and that way it's a safe space for you to post your stuff. Does that make sense?
Yes, thank you.
You are so welcome. Okay, so, but yeah, so be active in her Facebook event if she chooses to have a Facebook event. So yeah, so those are the main components of hostess coaching.
Well, I'm looking through this book, and I'm looking through this book that came with it.
I guess they don't send it out anymore. I think they used to when they don't.
Well, they have it starts with ready to launch, and it's like you pop your box, then launch your business, prepare and hold launch party, go for the booking, prepare and hold first party.
Oh, that's just like the new consultant checklist. Yeah, no, it'll say party planning guide on the front.
But then it says plan the perfect party.
Oh, maybe that is it.
And then it's like app booking, and then it says 40 guests in 4 minutes.
Yeah, that's it.
Party kickoff form.
Yes, that's it. That's the one.
First call.
Great. Yep, that's it.
So, like, that all is in here.
Yes, okay,
Online
perfect.
invites.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, so just follow that. Like, and as you're planning your launch party, you follow that, like, as the hostess. Like, do the thing that it's telling you to do. Like, if it says, well, if it's something that you would give your hostess to do, you do it, right, for your own party. Because, that it's there for a reason, right? This is how you plan a successful party. So why do we hostess coach? What is all the purpose of this party planning, and why don't we just show up to her house? Well, there's a few reasons. One, you're going to have fewer cancellations, because you're keeping her excited. You're helping her overcome any roadblocks that she might have. You're giving her ideas. If you just don't touch base with her until the day of her party, like I said, she might have forgotten and you don't have a party. You just showed up to this girl's house and she's not ready, So it'll be fewer cancellations. You get higher head count because you're actually showing her the best way to invite her guests. So you get more people at your party. And that means higher sales. So you're making more money. You're getting more bookings, right? Because the more people that are there, the more parties you're going to book, right? Because they're having such a great time. And more recruit leads too. So especially if building a team is, somewhere on your radar, of what you would like to do with your business, the more people that you're getting in front of and showing the business to, the more people that are going to be interested in joining your team, right? That's just numbers. That's just math. So, but ultimately, there's so many different systems of hostess coaching. Some like Dana Barish, she is my pure romance grandma and your pure romance great grandma. She's been in business for 15 years. She probably makes the most money out of everybody in this company. She makes, so in February, and I always cite this because it's the only time I've ever actually heard her say what she made in 1 month. Do you want to guess how much money she made in 1 month? Just guess. Just guess. This is always fun. This is a fun game. Just throw out a number.
20.
20,000?
Yeah.
More.
40.
More.
60.
More.
80.
Oh, not quite that. 75,000. She made $75,000 in one single month.
What?
Okay. So hostess coaching, right? Because she hostess coaches, she does the work. But her method is different from from anybody else's, Her method is she's super old school. She picks up the phone, she makes the phone calls, she sends out little things in the mail. Like she'll send out every week she sends something different in the mail to them that reminds them. And that works for her. Some consultants are doing party boxes. So instead of sending a hostess packet that's just a bunch of stuff crammed into an envelope, they'll get these cool boxes. They buy them on Amazon and stuff. They'll put tissue paper in there, and they put a catalog and some samples and some candy and the hostess brochure and a foil pack, and they spray it with some truly sexy flirt, and it smells good, and they put a sticker and and it just looks really cool. So they get this beautiful box, in the mail, and that's their hostess coaching, so everybody does it different. I don't do mail. It just doesn't work for me. I've tried it and it just does not work for me. So I do what works for me. Find a method that works for you. It might be a little trial and error of doing different things, but once you find what works, stick with it. Just keep doing the thing that works.
Do you suggest having the hostess catalog?
Yeah, the little hostess brochure thingy. Yeah, you can include that. In my hostess packet. So my hostess packets are. Hang on, let me grab one real quick. So my hostess packet, I get the goodie bags from the dollar store. I love the dollar store. I get these cute little goodie bags, right? And inside, I will put a thank you for booking letter. So it just says thank you so much for booking. It has a few quick tips, for their party. Mostly no men, no kids. Over invite, keep the snacks, and everything that we discussed earlier. That's in there. I put a cancellation policy because I respect my time, I respect my calendar, and I expect other people to as well. And so I let her know, if you can cancel or reschedule anytime up to the party, up to 2 weeks before the party. After that, I cannot honor your request to reschedule, because that's not enough time for me to rebook her date. So I just let her know, that's my cancellation policy, And if you take your business seriously and you let her know, I value my time, and especially for people who have kids. You don't have kids, right?
No.
Yeah. But for people who have kids, they have to get a sitter and stuff. And if they have somebody canceling on them last minute, they just paid a sitter for nothing, and so it's okay to let her know, this is a business. This is not a hobby. This is how I'm making my money. This is how I'm paying my bills. I just ask that if you have to reschedule or cancel your party, let me know by this date. So that way I can give, your date away to another hostess. And if she cancels last minute, especially on a weekend if it's a weekend date, depending on what my calendar looks like and depending on how I'm feeling, I might rebook her, but she will not get a weekend because my weekends are prime dates. And I don't have time to waste giving her a weekend date that she's just going to cancel and then I don't have a party. I just
Yeah.
So she will get a Monday night or a Tuesday night, and if she doesn't like it, oh well, then she doesn't get a party. But those are my rules, and people respect that. When you respect yourself and your time and your business, other people will also.
Well, so I did have a question, with have you ever done 2 parties in one day?
Yes.
Well, because I mean, I'm going to try to get it to where I can have, as of right now, my days off, like, besides this, because I've been on vacation.
Yeah.
Like, this weekend will be my weekend off, my normal weekend off. So I have Saturday and Sunday off.
Mm-hmm.
And unless it's early, Sunday doesn't work.
Right.
Because we always go up to, unless for something major, we always go up to Nick's parents.
Right.
Like, it's just a thing that we do.
Mm-hmm.
Then the weekend I work, I have the Friday before off and the Tuesday after off.
Okay.
But I was going to see about trying to get every Friday off. Like, just do maybe 2 12s.
Okay.
Well, I work a lot of overtime, but
right.
that probably, like, if this goes as well as I hope, like, that's probably going to get cut down some and put towards this more than trying to work a ton of overtime. But I could do, like, 2 12s instead of 2 8, like, instead of some 8s during the week to make up for that day, to have that day off, because if I have at least both Fridays off and then the one weekend, that's 3 days that will be, like, prime days probably.
Yeah.
Because I doubt that, like, I mean, I'm sure there will be some people to do, like, Tuesday, but, like, not, like, it's not going to be the prime day that people are going to want to do.
Right, yeah. Well, that's true. And, like, I can't remember who it is that does it, but there is one consultant. She does 6 parties a month, and she only works 2 days. She'll do 3 on Saturday. She works 1 weekend a month. She'll do 3 parties on Saturday, 3 on Sunday, and then she's done for the rest of the month. Right? She'll do a brunch, an afternoon, and an evening.
Oh, wow.
Right? So, and then she gets the rest of the month off.
Well, that's why I'm wondering, because I'm off every other weekend, and so if I can be, like, and then I'm only off, as of right now, I'm only off every other Friday.
Right.
And so if two people wanted to have a party on the same day, if one's earlier, like, that's I could think that could be manageable.
Absolutely.
And that's the only way that I'm going to be able to have, like, more than, like, 2 or 3 parties a month.
Right, yeah. So it sounds like you're wanting to do 4 to 6 parties a month is what it sounds like.
I mean, it would be nice.
Yeah, well, look, I mean, that's your goal. That's your goal. Say it out loud. Say it proud. Claim that goal.
Hold on, I gotta put my phone on the charger.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, yeah, you just work it how it works with your schedule. Like, that is the benefit and beauty of this business, is that you do it when it works for you. So if you only want to work certain days, then only work certain days. There's no requirements on you having to do parties on any specific days.
Yeah, it's just the beginning part is going to be gauging, like, trying to manage, like, working full time,
right?
And that, but if I get a tablet or if I get a tablet or an iPad like I want, I can even take it to work with me if I'm working a double. And I can do some stuff while I'm there if I need to. Yeah. And so that's always an option, because I can get data on it and then use it while I'm at work. Yeah. Or until then, my phone. Like, so, I mean, there's always the option of working while I'm, like, doing overnight if I'm doing a double or whatnot.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, and I think that's really great that you said that, because, when you're running a business, especially when you're working full time, because I work full time also. It really comes down to prioritizing your time, and if there's free time, if there's free space, like, use it for your business. Like, that's okay to do that. If you're taking a lunch break, maybe shoot out a couple of text messages, for your business. Like, that's the best way, the fastest way that you're going to get it off the ground. You have to use that time. And so I think that's really great that you recognize that, and that, that's your plan. I think that's great. So.
Do you always suggest, like, having a lengthy process, like, a lengthy time before the party?
No, I usually give it, like, 30 minutes. Like, is that what you mean? Like, when you get to the party?
No,
like how far out do you book?
yeah.
Oh,
I mean, because right now, like I told you, like Jennifer,
yeah.
that one lady, and then my friend Trish, well, because I was saying how I wanted to try to do my first, like, party after the Pop the Box soon.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be waiting, like, 3 weeks to do that. And
well, it's not that. It's really 3 weeks is a long time. You can get a lot done in 3 weeks.
well, I don't want to have to wait that long to try to do my first one.
Yeah,
and so
yeah, I agree with you. Yeah.
I'm off this weekend, and I was talking about doing it Saturday, and they're both, like, talking about they both could invite people.
Mm-hmm.
And so I didn't know if, like, from now, like, because we were talking about it yesterday, if that till Saturday is too short of a period of time.
Not necessarily. As long as they let them, as long as you're letting people know, like, come ready to shop. We're gonna have a great time. Because people spend money at last second all the time, right? How many times?
Yeah.
Like, hey, I want to go see a movie. Who wants to come with me?
Well, Trish is like, and I'm getting paid Friday, so.
Exactly. I have, when I first moved here, right? Because I used to live in Manassas, and then I moved to Winchester 2 years ago. I used the yard sale groups a lot to kind of find business. So I would post like a booking special or something. So when I first moved here, I had a girl respond to that on a Friday. We booked her party for the Saturday, the next day. We had 5 people show up. It was like $200 in sales. I booked 3 parties, and I got a recruit lead out of it. So
but that's better than doing nothing on that day.
Exactly. So, like, I mean, if I can turn a party out in less than 24 hours, I think, 5 days should be plenty sufficient. You just have to cram your hostess coaching into, a shorter period of time. That's all, but it can be done.
I mean, technically, because for the first one, I'm the hostess, right?
Yeah. If you're hosting, if it's your launch party, yeah, you're the hostess. So yeah.
Coach myself.
Exactly. No, but you really do. Like, and I mean, it sounds like funny and crazy, but like, it's true. Like, you have to, we expect our hostesses to do these things. We also have to be willing to do these things. And like, this is all set up the way it is because it works. Like, this is how you have a successful party, right?
Well, can I even have, even with it being my launch party, can I have co-hostess?
Yeah, so a lot of times what consultants will do is they'll have a mystery hostess. So you'll let everyone know at the beginning of the party, somebody is getting a free shopping spree tonight, and then you have everybody shop, right? You don't pick the hostess until everybody shops, because if you do it beforehand, then nobody shops, and then they don't get hostess credit. So everybody has to shop first, and you can tell them, like, you can do raffle entries based on how many friends they bring with them. You can do raffle entries based on how much they interact with you during the party. You can do it based on if they book a party with you, for their own party, how much they spend when they shop, or how many products they buy when they shop. Like, you can do it however you want, right? But you want to incentivize the things you want them to do. So if you want them to bring friends, give them entries for, bringing friends. If you want them to spend $100 with you, incentivize them for spending $100 with you. And then after all the shopping has been done, you pick a winner, right? And that winner gets the hostess the 10% of the sales that everybody shopped as a free shopping spree. So if you have a $500 party, you pick your random hostess, ta-da, she's getting $50 in free product to treat herself to. So, yeah.
Okay, well, I meant as in, I mean, that's cool. I understand what you're saying with that, but I'm saying with actually physically having, because they're both inviting people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. You can do it that way too. Yeah. So then what you would do then is you can just give them hostess credit based on what their friends buy.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that way it encourages them to invite more friends, right? If they want free stuff, they got to invite more friends.
I mean, I don't know if Jen really cares about that, because she just said that, she's just excited for me.
All right, yeah.
But definitely Trish, I think that would be nice for Trisha if, because she was talking about inviting people from work.
Mm-hmm.
Because, nurses and CNAs,
they need it bad.
And so, I think that would be nice for her, because she's there, looking at she's like, I want this and this and this. Like,
awesome. Perfect. I love it. I love it when they get excited like that. They're like, I want all the things. Yeah, that's really
yeah. And, like, she's just like, she's definitely wanting the coochie. Like, she's never had a product either from Pure Romance.
wow.
And so, like, I'm not only a Pure Romance virgin. Like, I
I was just thinking that. I'm like, oh, it's the virgin teaching the other virgins. That's awesome. Everybody's popping their cherry together. Oh my gosh. Okay.
But yeah, because I was talking about Throx because you told me about Throx.
Yeah.
And then, Jennifer was like, if I'm able to, like, if it works out, like, you can have parties at my house all the time.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like, so if I want to have a party and, like, I'm the hostess,
Yeah.
she's, like, totally fine with if it works out for her, for me to have it at her place.
Right.
And she's there, like, because I'm there saying about Throx, she's like, don't even worry about that. She's like, you can have it at my place. I was like, and I forgot that her kids were older. I was like, what about your kids? Because she just had her niece and nephew.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, what about your kids? She's like, my kids are grown. She's like, my baby's 18. And I was like, but you just had young kids? I was like, oh, that was your niece and nephew. She's like, yeah. She's like, I don't have those babies anymore. She's like, she's like, so for the most part, it should work.
Right. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so before we go, because we're almost done here, I'm going to show you the media center really quick. Because I know we talked about that. So all right. Oops. Do not share. Share screen. Okay. So on the COO, you are going to go to marketing. You're going to click on the media center. And then you're going to click here to enter the media center. Oops.
You said I have it for 90 days free?
Yep. And so I resisted for years. I was like, I'm not going to do the media center. I don't need the media center. I can make my own graphics. I can just save them from the corporate site. I can make my own newsletter. And then I did it, and I was like, oh my gosh, why was I wasting my time? So there's beautiful like cover photos and, you know, Facebook graphics you can use. Like, oh, look at this. These are new. They have new stuff all the time. Oh, the November newsletter's out already. Oh, sweet. I just know. Anyway. Ooh, look at this. Look. So 50 Shades.
50 Shades free because that's coming out and it's coming out soon.
Right. So if you could do like a movie premiere or something like that, right? You want to invite people to it. Look, here's an invite. Okay, like it has all the. So okay, here, let me back up. I'm getting ahead of myself. I just get so excited about the meeting. Okay, so right, so you have your party and you want to create some virtual invitations for yourself or for your hostess. So you're going to click on parties at the top. Okay, it'll bring you to this page. So when you first start, like, so if you haven't created any parties in there yet, this will be blank, right? So to add a new party, where is it? This thing keeps like going my way. Shoot, where is it? Oh, start a new party. Okay, so you'll start a new party. You'll put in all the information, right? So you can choose a theme, right? Oh my gosh, look, this is so cute. This is new, right? So you could do like a holiday mystery hostess party, right? So choose a theme. So you'll put you can call it whatever you want. This is just for your reference. You're gonna put the hostess's name and the hostess's email, and then you'll click continue, right? And so then what it'll do, oh shoot, I just realized I got a party coming up that I haven't like hostess coached at all. Whoops. See, speaking of hostess coaching. Okay, so it'll look like this. Where is the, oh, customize. Here we go. And then here is where you get to customize all the information. So when you click continue, it'll bring you to this screen. And you can, put all the information in over here, the date, the phone number, whatever, right? When you click notify hostess, it's going to email the link for this to her. And it has an email already set up. Like, so look, you click it, this is what it's going to send her, right? So it's all typed up and ready to go. You just click send, you're good to go. So then when, when she goes to send it out, like this is what her guests will see. And like she'll send the link, they'll click the link, and it'll come to this beautiful page, right? So they see this beautiful virtual invite. They can RSVP to it.
That's definitely cute, though.
Yeah, like this is so cute. So if she doesn't have Facebook, or she doesn't want to do Facebook, or she just wants something in addition to Facebook, this is a great option. You know, the themes are perfect. It's easy.
I'm sorry, but I'm that person I ignore invites on Facebook.
Right.
I ignore them.
Yeah, and that's because you probably get a ton of them, and you just get dumped into an event with 800 million other people. But, you know, it's totally different when somebody messages you personally and says, hey, I want you at my event, you know? It doesn't just dump you in there.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So that's the media center. But, all right, well, you got any questions about any of that?
I don't think so.
All right, cool beans. So, whoops. Oh, why did I close out of? Yeah, I got to get your homework assignment.
How many, like, new ones are there right now?
How many new
consultants?
Oh, on our team?
Yeah.
There's like 3 or 4 right now. But you are the only one right now who is coming to the bootcamp training. So, yay you! Oh gosh, where is my? Oh my god, totally blind. Oh, because I'm in the wrong folder. That's why.
If no one comes to Mondays next week, like I know that's already a week away, but if no one comes to Mondays, if you are available Tuesday, I could do Tuesday. If
yeah, because I plan my schedule in advance.
Yeah.
So like Tuesday is the success call, so I will be doing like one-on-one coaching.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's why. You know, and it just comes down to like, again, like that's my schedule. This is how I show that I respect my time. So it's like, you know, you can either make it or you can't. But that's why I do the replay. So like I'll still do it. I will still do it, even if it's just me talking to myself. I still do it.
You won't just want to have someone like talking their head off.
Right. So it's fine. So the homework for this week, is to pick 3 things that you're going to incorporate as part of your hostess coaching and share them in the group. So, you know, you're going to send out physical invitations. You're going to plan guest list with her. You're going to do 3 phone, you know, whatever 3 things that you want to make sure you're doing with your hostess coaching. Like definitely pick out 3 things. I mean, you can have more than 3, but 3 things that you really want to focus on during your party planning. And then I just post them in the bootcamp group, the Taking the Lead group, and say like, here's what I'm doing. This is what I want to focus on for my party planning with my hostess. Okay? Pretty easy? So, all right. Well, that's all I got for you guys. You. You don't have any questions?
It just slipped my mind. I was thinking of something, but it just slipped my mind. So
that's okay. That happens to me all the time. Well, if you think of it, just text me or message me. So.
Okay.
All right, well, I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for taking time out of your night off to be here with me. I really appreciate that. And if you have any questions or think of anything, just message me, text me, whatever. All right.
Sounds good.
I will talk to you later.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Bye.